Hi guys, how are we all doing? It's been 8 months since I've done anything like this on YouTube, um, and I've changed a lot. That's for sure. Yeah, I didn't think I'd be coming up and talking about my weight loss. I never thought I'd be doing that. I never even thought I'd lose any weight, but I did. And forgive me, get my microphone in order. I tried balancing it somewhere, just in front of me, and it wouldn't pick up my voice, so I have to keep it there. I never thought I'd be in the situation I am right now. I'm probably feeling as good as I have done for quite a long time, in myself and physically as well. I've not been this weight since I was about 12. I tried on one of my old Rover shirts from 10 years ago. I think it was the season Paul Buckle took over, and it fits me better now than it did then. Um, this has been the hardest 6 months I've probably had to go through. Um, but I'm there. I'm there at my target. I'm under my target actually. Um, but life's good. Life's okay. So let's take you back to the end of last year and what kind of triggered this change. So the end of last year, I was drinking a lot on a weekend. I'd never drink in a week because I knew I had a job to do. Um, and I've always said people might not like their job at times. Everyone feels that way. But when I get through those doors, I do a job to the best I can. I thought I got to be in this best condition to do this job. So I never drank during the week. Dexter decided to come and join me now. I never drank during the week. It was only on the weekends. So during that weekend, I would drink an unholy amount of alcohol. I'd eat a lot, and I mean a lot. Several pizzas probably, microwave burgers, popcorn chicken, anything you could think of, anything that was fat, I ate it. Because when everyone's drinking, and everyone does, they always have kebab, pizza. No one has, no one gets drunk and goes, do you know what, I'll have a chicken salad now. No one does, because that doesn't absorb your alcohol. Um, so that kind of was the start of when I started to notice I was putting on weight. I kind of said December, I kind of thought, I've put on a bit of weight. And I just kept eating and eating and eating. And my comfort was food. I took comfort food up here. Um, the day I first weighed, so it was February the 7th, I'd just been to McDonald's. And now, you know the saver menu at McDonald's? Think of that. Okay, so roughly a pound, £1.50. I would probably spend £5 to £10 on myself at least twice a week. And I wasn't exercising, so my weight just flew on. Um, I never thought I'd even get half as far as where I am now. So to get to where I am and beyond, I am immensely proud of myself to do it. I'm just brushed my own ego and I'm at it. So that was my catalyst because I was getting more aches and pains. I think I had a sciatic nerve at the end of last year. I went into hospital I went to A&E from advice from the doctors and they said, just hopefully it will go away, which it did. But it was getting to a point where I couldn't tie my shoelaces up. That's the simplest fact. I couldn't tie my shoes up. I'd have to put my foot on a chair in front of me so I could not really bend over as much so I could put my shoes on. I'm working in here. This is my office where I work. So the monitor I'm looking at is my. I've hooked my personal laptop up to this so I can see things a little bit better. And this is a this is a microphone. So yeah, thanks to the post office for sorting me out there. But I just always got to a point where um, I just used food for comfort, and I needed to get this off. So from the following day, I started walking, and that was really it. I just started walking, and I thought, if I can shoot for 10,000 steps a day, I'd be happy. That's a lot to do from going nothing to up there. And I think it took me about 2 weeks to do it, 2, 3 weeks. And when I got there, it was like a massive relief off of my shoulders. Because the route I do the same route every single time I do it. I'd go round once and I'd be absolutely hanging. Now I could easily go round 5 times. And the route is around about just over a mile, I think the route is. So it's a good walk for me. it's mainly flat, but there's a good hill at the end. It's good to have a little bit of everything. I think when you're on a walk, I think it's good to have a bit of steep, bit of downhill. It's got a bit of everything in there, so I like it. So that's essentially how I got my weight off, was by walking. And at the most I used to do well over 30,000 steps a day. So you think, amazing, that's great. However, and this is where I wanted to come up and do a video really. This is where I wanted to kind of say what happened throughout the last 6 months. For a good half of this period, I didn't eat sufficiently. I'd wake up, I'd have breakfast. At the time it was Weetabix and yogurt, which, please don't be sick. Which at the time I thought, well, even now, it's good breakfast. I like it. I might even have it later on, because I'm thinking about it now. But then I wouldn't eat till tea. So at a push, I was barely eating probably 800 calories a day. But I was burning 2,000 calories a day. So which is why I lost weight so quickly. And by going public with me weight, it was good for me mentally, but it was also very anxious for me as well. Because if I thought, well, if I start putting weight back on, people are going to see that. Which is why I think after I got to about 5 stone, I stopped putting stuff on social media, because I thought, right, this will just come off. It on average, I lost £5 a week, £5.7 a week. I think I lost, which is more than double what it should be. They say you should lose £1 or £2 a week. For the first sort of 5 or 6 weeks, yeah, I kind of expected it in a way, because I was exercising so much, and eventually I thought my body would kind of hit that brick wall, and it didn't really, because the more I exercised, the less I ate, which is why it came off so quickly, and that's my biggest regret, and that's my biggest advice I give to you. I don't know if I'm looking into the camera there, right? But if you're going to lose weight, eat properly, exercise and eat properly. It sounds such a simple thing, but when you're caught up in it, and you're constantly kind of thinking about, oh, should I be eating this or should I not be? If you want to have it, eat it. Everything is in moderation, and I just didn't do that. So I kind of thought to myself, when I got down to the last 5 or 6 pound of what I wanted to lose, I'm thinking, how do I stop? How do I stop losing weight? Because I'm either going to hit the brick wall or hit the bottom where I want to be. I'm either going to bounce back up again, or I'm going to keep falling further, and I don't want to do that, and I still don't want to do that. I'm still 2 pounds under where I want to stay in between. So my initial target was to lose 6 stone. I thought that's a good base to go to. But in my head, I thought, well, if I lose another stone, it'd be 14 stone. And then if I lose 2 more pounds, that'd be £100 gone. So £194. So I'm now weighed today was 188.6. So it's just under 13.5 stone I'm weighing at the minute. Now, that's a pound heavier than I was a couple of weeks ago. So I'm starting to maintain out now. I'm starting to get a little bit more relaxed with what I'm eating. I'm enjoying a pizza. I'm enjoying a burger. I'm still exercising, not even half as much as I used to, but I'm feeling a lot more relaxed. I'm not as stressed as I was. I'll have a bar of chocolate. My biggest thing is sweet stuff. If someone puts a bar of chocolate in front of me, like a big bar, that's gone. I could eat that. So don't. But my biggest takeaway was just getting things in moderation, and you'll be fine. Don't lose weight the way I did it. If you're going to walk everywhere, fantastic. Best way of losing weight if you struggle to get around, if you're not like the most flexible kind of guy, that kind of, or girl, right? Can't forget the women, obviously. But walking is such a good way of getting weight off, because it's relatively low impact on you, and I loved it. I still love going for a walk now. When it's not too hot, I absolutely love going for a walk. The positive things completely outweigh the negative things, the way I felt over the last 6 months. So in terms of like my shirt, so this shirt here, which I really like actually, I quite like this shirt. This is a large. I was a 3XL beforehand. and he was starting to fit me a little bit more comfortably. One of my work shirts, which I still have actually, I think it's a 4XL, I think, but I was starting to fit into that more comfortably. I might actually put that on Twitter when I put this up in a minute. I was starting to get more comfortable in my bigger clothes. So now I've gone from like a 40-inch waist down to a 32, 34. You know, I do feel like so much more happy in myself. Like I said, there is a few things I'd change. Of course I would. I'm a human being at the end of the day. But I do feel so much more happy. I did say if anyone had a few questions to send, I only had one on Twitter was would the Rovers maybe go back to cider and stuff like that? Would it keep me on the straight and narrow? I don't know. I'm not the biggest drinker now anyway. You know, I can enjoy myself without having a drink. Yeah, I could probably still have a couple, to be fair. Yeah, would I go on a big binge after a game? Yeah, it depends, maybe. Depends how the game was. I'm not going to do it if we draw 0-0 with Barrow, but if we lose 5-0 to Mansfield on the opening day, I might have a bit of a hangover the next day, or might have a big breakfast craving, perhaps. So yeah, that was essentially my kind of breakdown throughout the last 6 months. It's very difficult to kind of word this structured, keep this nice and structured. It's very off the cuff. I can't think of anything what I would go about this in order. All I will basically say is, like I've said before, keep everything to a moderation. If someone tells you can't eat carbs or whatever, fucking have it, alright? Don't have a pound of rice, but rice and chicken is fucking great. I love it. Alright. And yeah, and that's basically all I've really got to say. I have thought about doing the odd video, like kind of like I was doing last season, just in like an audio form. Again, I have thought about doing that because I went back and listened to the first one I did after the Ipswich game, and I thought if I just tone it down like I have today, my voice doesn't sound too bad. It's when I'm a bit more up and I'm a bit turning the volume up to 10, where I kind of go, don't want to listen to that. But if I'm just tone it down a little bit, have a chat, maybe not try and swear as much, I don't think I'm a bad listen to. So that will do it for today. I might do another video in a bit, in a couple of weeks perhaps, see how I'm feeling, I don't know. Obviously I have renamed this channel. It was the Proper Bristolian, now it's just Jake B. I'll change the channel art eventually, I could be bothered. But yeah, that'll do it from me. I've got a bit of a busy Sunday. I have had a couple of messages about me in hospital this week. I did put something on Twitter. That wasn't fun. I collapsed basically Tuesday morning. They kept me in overnight Tuesday as observation. Didn't like that very much. I couldn't sleep. And to make a short story long, my resting heart rate is incredibly low. So sitting here now, I am very tired. But when I'm up moving about, even just doing the dishes or watering the plants in the garden, I'm fine. But when I'm resting, my resting heart rate is so low. But when I'm up and about, my heart rate shoots up. So hopefully I'll be getting a heart tracker eventually, when eventually the hospital thinks the time is right. I've not heard anything since I've left on Wednesday. So they're going to monitor it for a week. I'll put it there and it probably goes in my pocket and that sort of stuff. So that'll be fun. So if you see me at the Rovers, then yeah, I'll probably have a little thing on my chest there. Actually, to be fair, when's the first game? Saturday. I don't know. Probably won't be here by then, but who knows. But yeah, I do look forward to getting back down the football. Did the Melksham game a couple of weeks ago. That was all right. A good laugh. I just mainly chatted to people. I didn't really watch much of the game, but life's a bit better. And I'm off out for a Sunday lunch now, and I think there's brownies for dessert. So I'm going to certainly enjoy one of those. And all I will say to cap this off is I hope everyone is keeping safe and well. I know it's Freedom Day tomorrow. It certainly doesn't feel like that. Up to you, what you want to do with your mask and so on. I will still keep mine on if I go in a supermarket. That's just my personal choice. But apart from that, let's get let's get back to normality. Will it last? Don't ask me. I'm not sure. But I really hope everyone is looking after themselves. Stay safe and well out there. I know it's the summer, but that old virus is still making the rounds. So I do hope everyone is keeping safe. If you're vaccinated, great. If you don't want to be vaccinated, your choice. But yeah, I hope everyone is keeping safe and well. And hopefully this season, regardless of who you support, whether you're Rovers or City and so on, and hope this season is a bit of a better season for you. It's good to see fans getting back in the building. So touch wood or touch plastic. We'll keep going this season, and hopefully a promotion at the end of it for Rovers. So I will be back up at some point soon, because I do feel a lot better since coming up and sharing my story, over the last 6 months. So I will see you all very, very soon. Have a good rest of your weekend, and take care. Bye bye.